The world is being shaped by AI, but who gets to shape AI? And that was the question that led us to create Raise Your Voice, which is a game that is designed to enable communities to understand the impact of AI and shape their own future based on those understandings.
So together with Care International, we conducted research on AI in the global south, and we kept hearing the same story, that basically those most affected by AI never got a seat at the table.
So we wanted to take that research and make more than just a PDF. We wanted to see, could we make something that was genuinely useful, that could really help those communities that are most affected by these technologies and the civil societies that help them. So why a game, though, you probably ask? What games do is they create a world and they immerse you in it. They bring you right into it. They move you from thinking about a future to living in it, making decisions based on it. And we adopted the methodologies of wargaming, which moves play to strategy. It gives it teeth, and it helps us to really model the actual real incentives, the constraints of the system, so that once we start to turn that into those real constraints around actors in those systems, we start to create this loop that allows us, every time that we run a game, to brief, to play, to debrief, and adapt, and then replay. And that means that no matter what role that they're taking on, we can start to surface those tensions and understand how we can make a new and better future. And in that kind of way, the game becomes a design studio. It becomes a rehearsal space for action. It allows us to test out new strategies in a safe space that's built for action.
So what most people don't realize is when you're playing a game, you're essentially filling out an Excel spreadsheet. But we really early on saw a need for people to move around and converse in this game, which gave us the circular design. So I've long felt our world's a bit too ruled by pixels. So fortunately for this project, we could go down a bit more of a raw grassroots route. So we were taking inspiration from NGO identities, protest posters. So we could really lean into this DIY aesthetic. It's all rough papers and paint textures, all trying to speak to a visual resistance. And so every detail is really meant to echo the voices the game was built to amplify. And something that was really important to us is that we want anyone, anywhere to be able to recreate it, no matter what they have access to. So the materials are purposely simple. So it's pretty much all card and black and white graphics, and the pawns are so simple that you can use anything to hand to play it with. The speech bubble motif became our key visual and conceptual device. It's on everything, it overlaps, it interrupts, it even responds. It's really meant to reflect the dialogue that we wanted to create. So yeah, to strip away every barrier we could, we kept the box small, the graphics are lo-fi, you can print it yourself at home, draw it yourself even. It was not meant to be a product, but a practice.
And to make that as freely available as possible, we've released it on GitHub. It's available for anybody to download, print, and play, or write your own rules, translate it into your own language, and contribute to the project if you'd like. We launched the game at the UN General Assembly in New York. We've demoed at Wargaming Week in King's College, and we run sessions with NGOs and government bodies, civil society organizations here and abroad. But we'd love to see it spread even further, because no matter how much research we do, we aren't the ones with the answers. It's the people on the ground that are already working day in, day out in these communities that are going to come up with the right solutions to address the problems in those communities. And what we're aiming to do is just empower those people with tools, give them the frameworks to test ideas, to understand the technologies, and bring it to life. And this is what we call participatory design, I guess. This is about enabling those people to really understand what they're doing and lift up those voices. So tonight our theme is all about reclaiming. Maybe tonight can be a challenge to us all to design tools to allow others to design their future. can we reclaim influence through creativity, and then maybe we can all raise our voices. Thanks very much.